Hey guys, Dr. Kari here and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be doing a new what if, and it is what if Naruto was a Hyuga. Now I'm going to always give you a brief summary upon how that has come about and then we'll get into the story. But before we enter that story I'd like to explain something. The videos and I'm going to be making now are all going to be at least 30 minutes long or 29 minutes roughly. Also, knowing that I'm no longer going to be doing video recaps upon previous episodes, I realised that I take too long explaining the videos and it takes me a long time to get into the next video. So what I'm going to be doing when it comes to new videos that have part 2s or part 3s to previous videos is I'm going to be doing like connections where I say go back to this video, go back to that video, go back to part 1 or part 2, okay? So just to reiterate, I'll no longer be giving recaps on previous videos. I'll just tell you guys to watch the video before, and all the videos are going to be 30 minutes, okay? But without further ado, let's get started. Now, the what if that we're going to be doing is what if Naruto was a Hyuga. Now, let's get into it, okay? Now, our story begins with the birth and conception of Minato. Now, in this what if, I'm going to state that Minato is the youngest brother to Hiyashi Hyuga and Hisashi, but because Minato was half Hyuga and half Namikaze, that was the reason why. That was one thing that is going to allow for Minato not to live or grow a Hyuga life, because he takes the Namikaze name. Minato is still called the Yellow Flash. He takes the yellow hair with the blue eyes. Okay, we'll just get that very clear. Now, what happens is on Minato's birth from what's it called, Hiyashi's mother, they find out that he's a different child. So what happens is he gets sent to the Namikaze clan to live and grow, and pretty much exiled from the Hyuga clan. And if he was to ever, unlock the Byakugan, that he'll get a curse seal instantly placed upon him, so he cannot lose the eyes pretty much. That was the precaution they placed on Minato just in case. So the Namikaze clan instantly take Minato in, and he pretty much lynched their style, I guess, and I guess their style was Swift style. I'm not sure. But what happens is Minato grows up with his father, and he grows up the same way, okay? Same way in canon, because no one knows about Minato's parents at all. Like, you don't know who his mother is, you don't know who his father is, so this is just my what if assumption, okay? I have no idea who Minato's parents may be, but it's just my idea in canon. But this is a what if, okay, guys? So what happens? Minato grows up the same in canon. He never activates his Byakugan. He never does. He has a recessive Hyuga gene within him. He's primarily using this Namikaze side, so he's pretty much how he is in canon. He meets Kushina, has a baby, all of that stuff like that. Hiyashi knows exactly who Minato is, his little brother, and in part he was raised by his father to kind of hate Minato, because Minato not only is his half bastard brother, but not only that he would be his how do I explain, as a branch family member, so he would not be in that category. But at the time, he actually don't feel this way about Minato, but the Hyuga feel great shame about him. So that's not that part. Now, the Hyuga gonna feel ashamed about Minato all the way up to the point where he becomes Hokage, and when he becomes Hokage, that's when they start to change. In a sense, when it comes to looking at Minato, even does the what's his name, Hiyashi Hyuga, he also does the same thing. Yeah, he slightly in essence changed to see his brother from afar. Minato doesn't know that he's a Hyuga. But the third Hokage and all the main elders of the village all know that Minato is a Hyuga, but that never was fully explained to him. But yeah, so what happens is everything's gonna go the same all the way up to Naruto's birth. Now, what's gonna happen when Naruto's born? He's going to be born with black hair and the Hyuga eyes, the white eyes, which is going to shock Minato and Kushina. But what happens is, before Kushina and Minato gave birth, well, she gave birth to Naruto. The elders informed Minato of his lineage, that he was actually a Hyuga. He was the brother of Hiyashi Hyuga, and this shocks Minato and Kushina. But just to clarify the status of the clan that Naruto was going to be born with, the 3 different clans: Hyuga, Uzumaki, and Namikaze. So that was just like a sort of classification. So that's how it kind of buzzed out Minato that his recessive Hyuga genes bounced into Naruto. Naruto still had the whiskers like well, like he has in canon when he gets Nine Tails, but due to him having the black hair and blue eyes, sorry, the black hair and Narakaze eyes, Hyuga eyes, I mean, Naruto is born with those traits, and yet from that, everything still goes the same as canon. Minato doesn't care. Naruto, like he loves Naruto, he understands why Naruto is like what it looks like. But what happens is everything goes to canon all the way up to the point where Naruto gets the half of the Nine Tails sealed onto him, and Minato sacrifices his life. Kushina dies. Now what happens is Kushina informs the third Hokage that Naruto's name is Naruto Hyuga, and the third Hokage goes, why is he not Uzumaki? And Kushina quickly explains that the elders told her that tell both Minato and him and me that that he was Hyuga. His mother was Hyuga, so that they're gonna die. So Naruto needs to go to a clan. So that's why she suggests that Naruto should be called Naruto Hyuga. I know this is all sudden and what off, but it's more about Kushina knew she was gonna die, and after seeing Minato die in front of her, she had to think very fast to decide what's gonna happen to her son, because they're both dead. So what happens is Naruto is proclaimed Naruto Hyuga, and the third Hokage looks at Naruto and sees that he has black hair and the Hyuga white eyes with the whiskers. So what happens? The third Hokage agrees, and what happens from there is they all die. Now everyone will think to believe that Naruto would look at yellow hair like in canon, but no, Naruto's gonna have black hair and white eyes, just to reiterate you guys. But anyway, after they died, the third Hokage takes Naruto to Hiyashi Hyuga and tells Hiyashi Hyuga everything. Now that he knows that that they knew, and he can finally divulge the information, he tells Hiyashi that Minato died and Kushina died, and that they became Naruto to be Naruto Hyuga, and that he should be raised underneath his uncle. Hiyashi's taken aback because he knows that Minato is his brother, and for the sake of Hyuga, Minato was cast out, so he would have thought the same thing. But when he came to see Naruto looked like a Hyuga. His eyes resembled a Hyuga. His hair was a Hyuga color. So what happens is he actually takes Naruto in. And the third Hokage explains that Naruto is also the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, which takes Hiyashi back even more. So what happens is he tells the third Hokage that he's going to take Naruto and he's going to be raised by us. My brother's son's going to be raised by us, of course, as a branch family member. He's going to grow up around the same age as my daughter. Well, because Hiyashi's wife is pregnant with Hinata, so let's just take that again as well. She's not born yet. So he takes Naruto in, and Naruto grows up in the Hyuga compound. So what happens is he grows up with Hinata. It's like sort of like how Neji is with Hinata, but not in the aggro way. Naruto don't look at her the aggro way, because he actually kind of try to train Naruto to get into a position where he can defend Hinata, be like a bodyguard in a sense for his cousin. And what happens is Naruto is shit with chakra control, thanks to the Nine Tails, of course, but he don't know that yet, but he actually will find out very soon. But what happens is Naruto tries to learn with Hinata as they grow older to unlock the Byakugan and do the gentle fist and activate put more chakra in, everything like that. But everything for Naruto was just so bad, he couldn't do really anything, which made Naruto kind of like ashamed of Hyuga, and kind of made Hiyashi look bad because he was raising this shame of a brother's son. And then what happens is, what happens is Hiyashi one day had Naruto train in front of him, and Hinata, because they grew up like siblings, but Hinata is his superior in the sense of a branch family. So what happens is they trade together a little bit, and what happens is Hiyashi activates his Byakugan to look at Naruto and see what's the problem with Naruto focusing his chakra, because Hinata can slightly get it, but Naruto can't. So this is worrying Hiyashi. So when he looks at Naruto, he sees kind of like the issues. Naruto is trying to mold chakra to do stuff and attack, but what happens is, thanks to all those chakras suppressing the Nine Tails and the seal, it's kind of disrupting his flow of chakra properly. And so what happens is Hiyashi goes to Naruto and does a gentle fist, but like only a slight area to knock like a certain chakra pathway that surrounds the Nine Tails. And what happens? Naruto feels the pain instantly. He falls to the ground. He's in pain. But what happens is Naruto he actually wasn't attacking Naruto in a sense. He was actually amplifying the seal that's around Naruto's gut, using a sort of gentle fist and chakra attack, tagging Naruto, and this makes Naruto drop. But what happens? What it does to the Nine Tails also. What it also does to the Nine Tails is like a certain like kind of like a barrier between the chakra connection between the Nine Tails and Naruto in a sense, and that one jab. But it wasn't permanent. It's just to see if this makes Naruto better. This was just a quick idea for Hiyashi to see. So after Naruto's on the ground, feeling absolute pain, Hiyashi walks back to his area, and he goes to kneel down. He smacks his cane in front and tells him, "Continue, get up, Naruto." So Naruto gets up. He gets up, gets in a gentle fist stance. Like he's still in pain from the attack, and Hinata goes to attack Naruto again, and the attack goes again. They start to practice more and more and more until Hiyashi starts to realize when he watches Naruto, when he activates his Byakugan to look at Naruto, Naruto's starting to pull off more of the gentle fist properly, and a lot of chakra is being pushed into the area. There's no interruption in the flow of chakra, but it's not permanent like he did to Naruto. But he wanted to see if this actually helps, and it did. It actually helped Naruto a lot to just push his chakra forward more and make more better attacks, more everything flowing. He got to the point where he easily overcome Hinata, but he never went far. Naruto had no anger, no ill will about being a branch family because he has happy life. Like, yeah, I can't explain to you right now, but Naruto only grows up with Hiyashi as his parents or uncle. Hiyashi is called uncle to Naruto, so that's what he calls him. And what happens from there, Naruto, after beating Hinata nicely, puts his hands out to pick Hinata up, and he smiles. He actually smiles at Naruto and tells him he knows what he needs to do. He looks over to Naruto and hits the same part, which instantly drops Naruto again, but Naruto is not as bad. And what happens is he actually grabs Naruto, tells him, like, he apologizes for him going through the pain, but he had to see what was stopping Naruto. And he actually slightly feeling a little pride for Naruto, seeing how in that little instant he got that much stronger quickly. It surprised him a lot. So what he actually does is he informs his clan members that he's going to be putting a seal on Naruto on his head to help, knowing that he's going to modify the seal to block a certain point when it comes to using the gentle fist technique for Naruto to spend time. And the clan members, some of the clan members, they agree, even the father, Yashi's father, to put a different seal on Naruto. He should get a normal Hyuga seal. But he actually explains that Naruto doesn't display the ideals that he's going to get to Byakugan. And not only that, Naruto has grown up like a son to me. In essence, he's my mother's shame, of course. He's the son of my mother's shame. However, he's still family. He exhibits everything a Hyuga should be. And so that's what happens now. He actually still does it because he's the clan leader, and Naruto is prepared to get a seal. Now what happens is when Neji gets introduced around the same time as well. Around the same time Naruto's getting a seal. And what happens is before Naruto gets a seal, he actually takes what's it called? Hizashi takes Hiyashi's place when it comes to the Hidden Cloud, taking a member, sacrificing a member of the clan. Hiyashi and Neji gets adopted by the family as well. When Neji meets Naruto, Hinata, he's unimpressed. He's still the same self, like that. And what happens is Naruto and Neji, this is all when Hiyashi's talking about the meeting upon Naruto and different seal. What happens is Naruto is fighting Neji. Well, not fighting Neji, he's about to fight Neji. Because when Naruto meets him, he tries to talk to him. And Neji sees Hinata and bows to him, so Hinata looks at Naruto and goes, Naruto looks away. Naruto looks at him like, what the hell? What the hell did I do for you to do that? You don't even know me. And what happens is Neji looks back at Naruto. I know who you are. I know who you are and what you are, Naruto. You're a lower Hyuga. You're lower than me. I'm a branch family. What does it make you a smaller branch? A twig. Well, I think he's angry and Neji. But this is Neji's point. He wants to provoke it because he's angry. Something wants violent, you know. So what happens is Naruto goes to attack Neji. And Neji instantly goes into a stance where he activates Byakugan. Activates his Byakugan, takes his into his Hyuga position, and hits Naruto right in the chest. As it hits Naruto right in the chest, Naruto's tongue stops and coughs out blood. And what happens? Neji punches Naruto in the gut and pushes Naruto away. Naruto falls to the ground. Neji scoffs at Naruto and says, "You're weak." Walks away, not worth my time. Naruto rolls over, gets back up. Blood's still coming out of his mouth and he looks at Neji. He's really angry. And because Neji kind of, in a sense, Naruto don't care because what happens when Neji walks away, and Hinata tells Neji he should have did that. Neji kind of talks down to Hinata in a sense where he believes he can say that. Well, in his arrogance, he talks down to Hinata. Naruto falls, and from Naruto's perspective, he full well noticed that all branch family members can't talk like that to the main family. So Naruto gets up in anger because that's a pride thing for him. Gets up, falls over, like his arms are limp from the attack. And he gets up, and as he's slowly rising, blood coming out of his mouth from the attack, Naruto's anger starts to overwhelm him. What happens? He opens his eyes, and as it opens his eyes, veins starts to spread across his face. And the Byakugan gets activated. And what happens from there? Neji's quite impressed that Naruto activated the Byakugan. So was Hinata. Because Naruto couldn't do it before, but for some reason, Naruto's anger, he was able to summon the Byakugan. Neji gets in the Byakugan, starts Naruto's activated his Byakugan, he runs straight at Neji. For some reason, he just goes stronger and faster, and Naruto feels it. The wound that he sustained before is gone, healed, and he instantly starts to fight Neji, pushing, pulsating, his hands pulsating with chakra, pushing back and forth, going non-stop, hitting, like doing his fist. But Naruto thinks he's pushing Neji back, but from Neji's perspective, he's just counting Naruto's attacks. He's quite impressed that Naruto was able to deactivate his Byakugan and get the strong so fast in doing so. But what happens is Neji counts to the point where he catches Naruto's hand, activates his Byakugan, does a slight rotation, and he begins to he does a slight rotation, and he trips Naruto's foot, spins him around. And what happens is as Naruto moves in a certain distance, Neji jumps in into a trigram 64 palms technique, and he lunges at Naruto, rotating 1 palm, 2 palms, like all continuously rotating all those palms all the way up to 64 palms. Hits Naruto with the last 64 palms and smacks him on the ground. Naruto's on the ground, absolute pain. So that's what was happening while they were arguing about the seal. Now what happens is as Hiyashi states that he's gonna do it without them, the seal without them. One of the Hyuga members that witnessed Naruto and Neji fight, ran to Hiyashi and interrupted them the argument. And as they ran out, they saw Neji do the 64 palms. They didn't see Naruto Byakugan, but they saw Neji do the 64 palms and beat down Naruto. And what happens is from there, Hiyashi asks why Neji did that and why did they fight. And Neji kind of bows and apologizes, states that Naruto challenged them, and they had a fight. And everything goes there, but what happens? Hiyashi scolds Neji for going that far. He didn't need to go through the whole 64 attacks, and pretty much get pissed off because Neji doesn't have his Q-seal yet. He looks right at the elders and tells them that Neji's going to be the one to go first, and all the other ones of the Hyuga and look at Hiyashi and agree. So what happens is Neji gets his Q-seal put on his head. And it's the same one back in canon. And that's what happens to him. But when it comes to Naruto, because Hiyashi has no idea that Naruto has activated his Byakugan, Neji hasn't said nothing, neither has Hinata. What happens? And the person is able to go run to tell the elders didn't see Naruto activate his Byakugan. So what happens is Hiyashi prepares a special seal on Naruto, helps suppress for the curse mark on his head to help actually suppress a certain part on Naruto's body. So instead of being on his head, the curse seal gets wrapped around Naruto's waist, the Hyuga X gets put over the 8 tetragram seal, and the bind goes around his waist, the same as how Neji's one goes over his head. The same thing happens to Naruto's body. That's what happens to the seal, and it works perfectly. It takes a while, takes longer than normal for the seal to adapt, being placed on, but it gets placed on. And what happens? He actually programmed the seal to suppress the Nine Tails, either the Nine Tails' influence or help strengthen Naruto's own chakra chain. So what happens? That's what he actually does. And unlike Neji, Naruto heals way faster. For some reason, Naruto heals way faster. And so what happens is Naruto trains for the next while to train properly, and he hides his Byakugan actually because he doesn't want to get what Neji got in his head. And so what happens is Naruto and them train to the point where they get into the academy. Now, no one in the village knows who Naruto is. No one else outside of the Hyuga compound or family know who Naruto is. In the sense where none of the kids do anyway. But in the Hyuga clan, they all know who Naruto is. They all know who Naruto's real father is, and they all know what Naruto has within him. So in the Hyuga clan, even though Naruto has a family and he's kind of loved, in the Hyuga clan he's looked at the way like in canon, but because of who Naruto is living with, they can't do nothing to Naruto, and Neji's the only one to do something to Naruto in their fashion. So that was Naruto's life. He lived a similar life, but he had a life of love too. So he was always confused why the Hyuga outside of Hiyashi and them hated Naruto, but in a way, it was different. So that's what Naruto's life is. And so what happens? Naruto trains with Hinata and Neji all the way to the point when it comes to the academy. Now, for Neji, everything goes towards the canon, and with Hinata, it goes a little bit more because having Naruto there. Hinata's quite more motivated, more stronger, and more like willing to take on the Hyuga mantle thanks to Naruto's encouragement. She's actually much more faster, much more adept, and much stronger than it is in canon. Now Naruto, he is also a little bit more stronger than in canon. He doesn't have so much chakra restrictions thanks to having the Nine Tails put behind a secondary barrier, so his influence can't harm Naruto's chakra molding. So Naruto passed the academy much faster than the canon. So that's why exactly what happens with Naruto. He successfully passes much faster than canon. And so what happens when it comes to the Naruto and Sasuke fight when they're in the academy? Now this is where the things get different. Now, because Naruto spent his whole life training under Hyuga Master Ieyashi all his life, and only that training with a protege named Neji, because Neji is his goal to want to beat. After getting beat, he promised himself that he's never going to be beat by Neji again. Naruto trained all his life to be as professionally strong. So when it came to Naruto Hyuga and Sasuke Uchiha having a fight outside, it is much different again. So what happens as the fight begins? Naruto gets in his Hyuga stance, and Sasuke pretty much looks down at Naruto. And as the fight begins, the volley of taijutsu battle massively begins. Erika's quite impressed with two young students. Even being able to fight this caliber, he's impressed because these guys, the kids, can give him a go at their current power, at their current skill. They're quite good. Sasuke is really unique with his attacks. So with Naruto, so what happens is Naruto and Sasuke have been much fighting each other to a standstill, pushing each other to the point where they're actually equals when it comes to taijutsu, fighting and speed. What shocks Sasuke that this boy from the Hyuga clan is this pretty much the strong. Naruto doesn't have a complex about him. He's still kind of loud like his mum, even though he grew up with Hiyashi and them. The fiery red habanero as his mother Kushina definitely comes out of him. Still, he's placed like a Hyuga, more refined, but yeah, when he gets angry, rowdy, or excited, the Uzumaki comes out of him massively. So what happens is Naruto and Sasuke are roughly near even without activating their jutsus. So they both go and hunt each other to the point where Iruka has to stop their fight, because there's becoming a no clear winner between the two of them, and Iruka's quite impressed with them too. Quite impressed with Naruto and Sasuke being able to stalemate each other in fighting. is to be expected from the Uchiha and the Hyuga, which baffles him. Sakura still has like a girl going out for Sasuke, and what's it called? Naruto just pretty much like doesn't really care. Doesn't really care about any of them. He just cares about getting stronger and being good to the Hyuga, and being good to his clan, the Hyuga clan. Naruto believes if he was to use his Byakugan, he will thrash up Sasuke. That extra boost in strength, speed, and all that happens because I just want to get something clear, okay? I've noticed when it comes to people when they have their Byakugan, like ones with Neji, when they go from base state to Byakugan state, they're actually stronger and faster. It's even more apparent when it comes to Naruto's daughter, Himawari. She's a normal girl, and then the moment she activates the Byakugan, she's able to knock out the Nine Tails of Naruto. Granted, he was caught off guard, that still happened, okay? So what happens is, so yeah, just letting you know, that's what happens when Naruto's activates Byakugan. So everything in the academy goes the same to the point when it comes to shadow clones. Now Naruto passes again. He passes faster than the canon, and he gets put into a team with now I'm unsure what kind of team I should put Naruto in them. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, because this is where I'm actually gonna leave this one. Okay, guys, I would like you guys to put your guys' suggestions down in the comments. Which team I should put Naruto, Hyuga, and should I put them in Team Kakashi with Sakura and Sasuke? Should I put them in Team Guy with Neji and Lee? Or should I put them in Team Kurenai with Hinata and Shino? Or should I put them in Team Asuma? Okay, guys, I would like you guys to please let me know in the comments what you guys want. What team you want me to put Naruto in? Okay, guys. And I'd like to say sorry about all the slow uploads when it comes to all the stuff. I don't know why YouTube has why my uploads are not working properly. I have to record all my videos. So yeah, this is why I've redone them down to 30 minutes. Okay, but I hope you guys like this what off. I'm going to be bringing them all out in 30-minute segments now. Okay, guys, so you guys don't spend all your life watching my videos. So yeah, well, thank you all, and thank all of you for your support. I am grateful that I've got to even 950. I'm amazed. Okay, it's been just over a month that I have started my YouTube channel, and I'm almost at 1,000 subs. Like, you guys are incredible. Thank you guys so much for having the patience to listen to my voice and my shitty mic. Yeah, cool. Now you guys are great. Thank you for that. But I hope you guys like this one off. Please, as I said, put your guys' suggestions down in the comments upon which team you want Naruto Hyuga to be in, okay, guys? And this will affect so much the outcome, okay, guys? So why I didn't use certain people in the naming of the group is because they will be placed in other person that Naruto will be jumping into the team, so they will be replaced. Like for instance, in Team Guy, Tenten will jump into Kakashi. Tenten will be jumping into Kakashi's team. Yeah. And or Kiba jumping to Kakashi's team, or whatever. Someone's going to be replacing the team. So if you guys can, please let me know. That'd be awesome, okay? And not only that, if you guys are that much more cooler, please like and subscribe my channel. And yeah, but from here, this is Dr. Kayu saying peace.